For what we do is we mark down our top down analysis from the daily time frame. So we mark out our higher high and higher low where the market is heading to next. So then after it, we switch to our 15 minutes time frame. Our five I said 15 minutes, 4 hours time frame to draw our trend line. So in 4 hours time frame, we just have to draw our trend line, you know. So this is obvious that this is going downtrend, and this is going this way. So so let's expect something to happen in between around here. So let's let's go to 15 minutes time frame now. Then in 4 hours, then 1 hour, 1 hour. There's things I want us to mark out in 1 hour that are very very important and okay. This it have been mitigated. This is that is here. It have mitigated. Here has been mitigated. And this side has been so this side hasn't been mitigated, but this side has been mitigated. So that is what we just need to mark out. We just need to mark out from this type from this from this 1 hour. Then then in our then even here. So then what we're going to do now, we go to our 15 minutes time frame. We'll go to our 15 minutes time frame. So we have to look up for our setup from this 15 minutes time frame, which is to say okay, let's draw out our this is our other block from okay, okay, this this might be the killer we are looking for. So let's okay. Yes, it perfectly sits sits at this yellow line. So and also sit at this green trend line. It also sits at this trend that is to show it might has high possibility of coming through. So let's just watch what happens. Oh, so this is a stop loss. This is what we call this is a SL. This is SL. This is SL. So let's go to 1 hour and see what is going on in 1 hour time frame. So yeah, so this is our blue line. Our blue line has been mitigated. That is our from our top down analysis. So that is to say this this part might be playing a very vital role. So there's it seems like I will stop using trend line because it seems like this trend line doesn't hold doesn't hold value as I expect, unless trend line is your strategy. Because if you notice this trend line, it's touch here. This is first touch, second touch. This is third touch. So this absolutely makes sense for it not to hold because trend line strategy is first touch, second touch, then third touch. That third touch is where you get taken. I was going to say I taking from here now. I would have hit here. So I don't, I no longer, so I was just trying to kind of let's know if there is a way. So, might not even, I don't even know, but I don't realize what the fuck is going on this period. And okay, 15 minutes, let's go down to our 15 minutes. It seems like magic happens. So here is, so since this year, this thing have been broken, which we actually turn it into this. So this now be broken. We first of all let's look for our you know let's our strategy. So basically using here have been mitigated. So let's long if you long from here, then we close from here. Then we need well you need it to give us a reasonable risk level. So go to on and off and go and look for where we place Oh, but it seems like there's no way. So I'll just stick to 3 weeks reward. I'll just stick to 3 weeks reward. Let's see if it will actually work out. Okay, it actually worked out. It actually did work out. That is, it actually did work out. So right now, what you'll be looking for now, I think it's high time to start looking for buy. It's high time to start looking for buy, and where can we find our buy? We can find our buy from let's and let's this is let's mark out from here. Then let's check it and see. Okay, that is to show it gives us a very good it gives us a very good it's giving us a very good setup. This is our liquidity. This is all the liquidity sweep. This is a liquidity sweep. This you can see is a liquidity. This you can see is a liquidity sweep. This you can see is a liquidity sweep, and this is our point of interest, our protected low. This one I'm looking at is our protected low. Then let's put our long. This shows our complete setup. So let's put our tail navigator and see if what we can get away with. You see, it comes there and pa. Then this is a very so one thing let's no so what we let's investigate why you notice it kind of nearly touched us a bit. So let's invest let's investigate why it didn't. Let's investigate. So assuming I draw this from here, it would have been mitigated, but we still have high. Assuming I draw it from there, it would have mitigated, but we still have higher chances of stop loss because these are all liquidity. If you decide to, assuming you decide to sweep out all these liquidities here, you'll be going. So that's why I never considered it. This is also a liquidity. This is also a liquidity. So basically, this would have been a nice shot, assuming this would have been a nice shot. So we understand. So let's see where it all goes. Let's see. Okay, this is another. This is another one. So this is another setup. So from here now, you will now decide how many is normal is supposed to be around within here. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. It seems like we are already end of January. Let me reduce this. So this is actually could have been a long setup. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But I know that it's that time I stop using trend line, and I've been noticing it might actually be what has been causing a lot of roller coaster. You see, this is another actually a good setup. So let's see. I'm suspecting that this market we actually need to come back again and keep moving uptrend. That is here, you know. So here will be our another protected low. So this is why here. See, look, this is structural liquidity. These are all liquidities. This you can see are all liquidities. These are market here liquidity. So and if you notice, this is also it come back and test here, come back and test around here, and this also other blocks. So basically, this this setup might be an hot cake. So let's just pay attention to what happens next. Okay, this is for risk reward. Let's see if it actually turn out to be great. So I feel like we're already in. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So let's see. This is actually it gave us three risk. It gave us four. So so there's something I noticed. There's something I noticed. I want you guys to understand. You see here, this is another block. That is to say, it came to mitigate this other block and sell. So when you are targeting the next eye, make sure that your next eye is close to other block because I've noticed sometimes it might not necessarily come if I put it there, it might not necessarily come. So I wasn't paying attention to the I normally set up my so that's why like the high you are targeting, let it be other block high. So it so no matter what happens. This is a complete seven risk reward. You see, we totally miss it. This is seven risk reward. And this is another and trust me, this is another thing, another trade that are likely to take place. So let me see. So after it breaks, let me see. So yeah, let's mark out somewhere. Let's mark out somewhere here. So as we mark out somewhere here, let's put our good. I'm recording video. Just come and sit down. So let's see. Okay, this is actually a waste. It's actually a waste. So what will I say? So, you just see this? It took us out and took us out and came to and and funny enough, do you know this setup you see now? This setup we are seeing now, we actually end up holding a buy. This setup we are seeing, we actually end up holding a buy. I know that, but don't ask me how I know. But I know. Let's watch. Actually hold a buy. If you didn't hold a buy, if you actually hold a buy, if you actually okay. Yeah, I know to actually hold a buy. So sometimes if your setup, one thing again you have to understand when you mark out setup and sometimes setup come back, don't that doesn't mean that the setup is over because sometimes it might come back and still come and test that place it fades to. That is what why they call it fade order block. It will come back and test the fade order block, then it keep going as you can see. I I hope I'm not wrong. No, but I'm not wrong. But it happens because I've noticed it. It happens many times. That is why they call it fade order block. So it's something that. So I think we are about to miss an opportunity at this place. I said it. We are about to miss an opportunity at this place. And why is this opportunity valid? This opportunity is valid because it has multiple year and year is multiple for me. And this is a structural liquidity. This is a structural liquidity. So this is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. I see that I need to stop using trend line. But trend line seems like what has been causing wahala for me since all this while. Let me why just tell me why this so this is actually a three risk reward trade, I guess. So let's see. So you see, we catch here, we catch here. You see, we catch here, here, we fail here, we catch here, we catch here. So that is, you see what this is what I do. This is exactly what I'm. And funny enough, do you know why this thing will almost because there's other block here. That is why this thing almost pull down like we want to. So as me pull down, it will come and touch this other block here, this other block here. So and if it touch, that means I will still be in the game. So probably this yellow, so I will still be in the game. Are we done with January? So we are in January 22. So let's see if we can still catch another more trade. So this is another one. This two is another one. This is another trade. Another trade that need to be looked upon. Let me see. Maybe after this one now, we now call it a day. Okay. Let's see. Let's see where you go. If this one, if this one fail, should I send the money? Should I send the money? Okay, I'll send it. So, ah, so, so this is when this is January 25 Wednesday. So we are still in the game. We are still in the game of making money. So even this, look at there's something there's something I've see when you put setup and somewhere. I think we shouldn't. One thing I've learned again is don't we shouldn't focus our energy on trying to we shouldn't focus our energy trying to we shouldn't focus our energy trying to what they're calling it. So let's have it from here. We shouldn't focus our energy trying to wait for the setup to come to that particular angle. Sometimes you just have to take some up like this now. Assuming I find this trade now. This trade now. Assuming I find this trade now. A possibility of taking this trade is because here now is where of course now my stop loss because no matter what happens, if it comes down to what it won't exceed more than this place and which it actually didn't exceed more than. So why they see reset? So So this is actually so we are still in January, so we still have more back tests to do. Till we are done with January, that is when our back test will be over. So another place again, I feel like another place this market will eventually come. It will end up coming here. You see this place, it actually come to here, and you know like I see this my setup often. I see this my setup often. This setup because that I see it very very often. I don't just, but I'm not really paying attention to it. I don't know why, but I'm not paying attention. But it comes out majority. Like it feels like I don't know how it feels, but it comes out majority of the time, and it actually gives a good risk reward. Like it gives a good risk reward, like for real. I kid you not. And actually, this is also an order block, so it's very, very, very an invalid a valid setup. So a very valid setup. And you see, you see, it's come here and spark up, but spark up. This is our assuming we target here. We could have just target this other block. So we could have just target this other block. But I know I would have targeted it from here or from here. Let's see from here if it gives us good risk reward. You see, that is why I say always use other block as your take profit because it never fails than other block as the profit never barely fails. You see, this is also eight risk reward. That is almost eight. That is up to nine. So this setup works like magic. I don't just know, but trust me, it does. It does work like magic. This is January 26th. So remember 4 days to go. So let's see. It seems like we have another setup. It seems like we have another this setup. Then we also target that we target the next time. Let's target the next time. Okay. This is a bad market. So we still have 3 more days to go for January to end. Um so I feel like this is where the next buy will happen. It has a solid it has a solid point. This is where our next will happen. It has a solid point. It had a very, very good solid point. So let's watch it out. And I feel like this might eventually end up being our last trade for the day. So but let's see where it leads us to. So You see, this actually le- this actually did it actually did happen, but not the way I expected. This was supposed it didn't come down fully, but it came here. So it didn't come down fully, but it didn't come down fully to this. But assuming it did, how many are we supposed to be getting? About 6 weeks word. So that it might not it wouldn't have it would hey it wouldn't have that person. So we are in 30th of January. So so let's see. I'm thinking okay, this is my actually the market going bearish. So so yeah, I think yeah, I think yeah could work out. Let's see. This might actually be our last trade. Okay, it's a fake trade. It's a fake fucking trade. So we are going to bring let's mark it out. It's not bad to have a fake trade. You have to embrace it. Like man. Because what is the point of success if you have never failed? We are already in February. So let's summarize today's videos. Let's summarize it and you know how many trade do we take January? One, we took a lot of one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So let's see how many we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8. So out of is it 17 trade? Out of 17, you got it. Am I okay? This is this is 8. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So basically, before this video is long, you see. So assuming so now tomorrow we do February. We do February tomorrow. Have a nice day. And subscribe and follow this account if you haven't. So you will see the update on February. So have a nice day. Namaste.